I'm Ed Bernard. I'm a partner in the Employee Benefits Group, and I've been with Hanson Bridgett now for 7 years. I was born in Needham, Massachusetts, but I grew up in the Washington, D.C. area in Potomac, Maryland. But essentially, I lived in Denver for a while, and then I moved back to Washington, D.C. area. And then I moved to Houston, Texas for work. I got a job in Houston, and I stayed there for 6 years. And then my wife wanted to come out to the West Coast to be closer to her family. So that's how I ended up on the West Coast. My first job, my first real job, or my first...
Either or both.
Well, I'd say my first real job was in the employee benefits field, and when I worked at Valak in Houston, and I did plan administration. Probably a pilot. If I could be a pilot, that would be my dream job. I used to fly with, my dad was a private pilot, had a private pilot's license, so I used to fly with him, and I took a long trip many years ago with him from Washington, D.C. area. We flew down to Florida and back. Favorite book, and actually I thought a little bit about this. Probably I would say John Steinbeck, Grapes of Wrath. Yeah, actually my favorite restaurant, I have two. I would debate which one I like best, but probably Bellinico's. It's on Park Boulevard in Oakland. I also really like Haven, which is in Jack London Square. My favorite way to spend my free time is with my family, with my daughter. That'd be my number one choice. And I don't get to do that as much as I'd like. Probably second choice would be to go fishing. I've got a boat. I go fishing in the bay and offshore. And usually I catch something that I can bring home for dinner. I can't say that I always, fill up my cooler with fish. That would be a fisherman's lie. I'm not reading. I'm always reading the Sunday paper on end of the week because I never can quite finish it. I guess the most interesting thing would be that after I graduated from college, I worked on a floating fish processor in Alaska for a summer. That's kind of that's something no one would know about. And also I went to Quaker schools for 7 years, high school and college. So that's another thing. They don't wear the funny hats. Everyone always thinks of the guy on the William Penn or whatever. Yeah, I've made my own beer from like start to finish, including like doing the mash with the grains and all that. And we've got some people here that do some of that too. So it's a lot of fun. Last place that I went on vacation was Bequia, which is in the West Indies. It's an island in the Caribbean. It's in it's part of the St. Vincent and the Grenadines. And my wife's family has a place there.